Hey, Tamika, it looks like you ended up getting number two, but one and I think it was four were still a problem. So let me show you those instead. And then you probably know this, but it looks like you've used all your tries on number one. And so you can regenerate that problem and you'll get a new version, but you could do it again for credit. So it will look a little bit different than the example I'm about to do, but it'll be really similar steps. Um, okay, so for this one, we have six. Oops, let me get to black. There we go. So 6 plus 2a minus, and then there's that double negative that messes people up, minus 9. So this one is the directions are combined like terms. Sometimes you'll also see number 3 down here. It has simplify and combine like terms. There's no equal sign in this problem, so all I'm trying to do is get this to be as simple of a combination of this as I can. So I'm not solving. I'm not getting, a equals some number. I'm going to get something down here that is like something a plus or minus a number. So we're just trying to take a big wad of math and turn it into a smaller wad of math. The first issue with this is that double negative, and that always messes people up. Two ways to think about it. Minus a negative is positive. The opposite of something negative is positive. Or you can think of it as -1 times -3 makes +1. But anytime you see that negative in front, it's going to negate everything in the parentheses. And we'll see that in another example down here in a second. So anyhow, cleaning that little piece up, this would be 6 times 2a, and then negative times negative would make +3a, and then minus 9. And then our goal here is just to collect the things that go together. So in this case, this says I have 2a's plus 3a's, and if I have 2 of something plus 3 of something, that gives me 5 of those somethings. But the 6 and the 9, they do not have an a attached, so they cannot go with these a's. The 6 and the 9, those would be like terms as well, so 6 minus 9 would make minus 3. And so the a's are going together here, and then the numbers are going together there. And usually I could have written this also as -3 plus 5a. That would also be right, but we usually try to do descending order unless there's a good reason to write it backwards like that. But that's the basic idea of these. So I think you had number 2 posted, and I'll just kind of point at it here. And you got it right, and it's for these reasons. You had minus 5ax's and then minus another 3ax's. So since these ones are both ax's, those ones get counted together. And so if we're down 5 and down another 3, that's how you would have got that down 8 ax's. And then the minus 6 had no friends, so it's just right there. And then there's that double negative again, so that would have been minus would have made that plus 4a. So if I had 7 a's and 4 more a's, that gives me 11 a's. But they're not the same as these ax's, so they stay separate. So the numbers in front, the coefficients can be different, but what comes after, that has to be the same. So ax and a are not the same, so a's are going together and ax's are going together. The other one in this video I was going to show you was this right here, and you're super close. It's that -2 there and what to do with those. So let me show you that real quick. And again, you can regenerate this and redo it and still get full credit for that. So -5 minus 2, 3 minus 4x, and then plus 3. Okay, so our order of operations says if there's any parentheses, I do anything in them that I can, but this is a 3 and an x, so they don't go together. They are not like terms. If it was a 3x minus x, then I could do something. So then next I would do a multiplication division, and our multiplication is right there. And then here's where I think you have a little error. You did that part. You did the -2 times 3, because that's where that -8 is going to come from. But I think it was this part that got you. So this -2 is getting applied to everything in those parentheses. So and we're distributing is what that is called. So this would be -5, and then -2 times 3 is the -6 that I know you got. And then right here there'd be -2 times -x, and that's going to make a plus 2x, because we have that double negative makes positive. And then this 3 is outside the parentheses, so it is not affected by the negative 2. And now we're kind of back to where we were in those other problems where we just want to collect our terms. So 2x has no friends, so I'm going to throw that out front. And again, if you wrote it in the other order, it's fine, but descending order is generally going to be more helpful for you going on. And then here you got the minus 8 already, but minus 5 minus another 6 would put me 11 in the hole. Then come back up 3, and there's that same minus 8 that you got. So hopefully that helps a bit on those two.